Exactly what's going to be done. And family, we want y'all to understand, because this is not only just a hot topic, this is very important, because these are the type, dealing with the PACT Act, these have been claims that have actually been effective. All right, let me delete some. All right, so we're talking about the PACT Act and TERA explained. Now, what do you need to know about the PACT Act and TERA? What do you need to know? You need to know about the health insurance that come with it, the claims, how you can get them approved or denied. One thing about the PACT Act that's very significant, there's really no word confusion. TERA means terror. Toxic exposure. TERA means just block them. Yeah, sometime I will, but I have to know who they are. You right. But y'all, I know I appreciate y'all. Y'all gonna make this channel grow, especially you, OT, and Sister Grace, because Grace don't let no little slickness slide. Grace will call me out. Now listen, they're clear, no word confusion, because they have words with definitions. They have topics with the information that's directly related to the topic. Come on, let's talk about it. And our Sister Grace, everybody show love to OT and our Sister Grace for getting me to do this, because it's been needing to be done. So the best thing about the PACT Act was for me to realize that I could still get benefits after 20 years of service. First visit to VA healthcare was shortly after that it passed. Okay. Come on, everybody show love to them. Because OT sent me the information, and our sister Grace was very interested in it. And I realized how important it was. Now, and the VA is not saying anything about it. Why would they say something about it, OT, when they the ones that's been giving misinformation and not telling us what we need to know sometimes? Dang right, H-Town. Yes. Yeah. When I saw Sister, oh Lord, I forgot your name. My brain dead. Sister Grace's passion for it. And then other people start asking about it. I say, doggone, we got to cover this. So many of y'all want to do it. And I say, yes, we got to handle it. Ain't right, H-Town. Let's get to it. They clear with definitions. That's what they need to do with all kinds of claims. Okay. Oh, look what H-Town did. Man, y'all think I'm playing? Let's see. Did they try to? Okay, here we go. They were stopping my live stuff here. Okay. Keep me track if y'all don't see stuff. Ronan say, what's up, fam? It's all good. OT say, yeah, got it. Yes, thank you, H-Town. OT and H-Town. Yes, indeed. See, that's why I have y'all. I want y'all to be the ones out here putting this information out while we doing it, because can't nobody stop you. I got to take my face off because I'm starting to freeze up. Okay, I ain't freezing. As soon as I doing something silly, it don't freeze up. Ain't that something? So now I say, I also made a 3 times accurate check of the information I've been sending you. We say verify. Say, when you call the 1-800 number, this is from Sister Betty. When you call the 1-800 number, they will tell you to go to get a pamphlet at the VA hospital. Now, how dinosaur Stone Age is that? Come on, family. H-Town gonna get it to you. Let's get started. What is the PACT Act? It's the Sergeant First Class Heath Robertson promise to address comprehensive toxic, that's PACT Act of 2022. Is a law that expanded VA healthcare and benefits for veterans exposed to burn pits and other toxic substances. This law will help You help. Okay, this law would help us provide generations of veterans and their survivors with the care and the benefits they've earned and deserve. See, the issue is sometimes there's a disconnect when it comes to claims that not properly substitute when the veteran passes away. This addresses not just the veteran, but their dependents too. And I really like it. Now, but you got your opinion too. The destroyers come and say, look, they have so much going on with this war. Really, they don't focus like they should be focused. The government, yeah, they should focus on us. Now, listen to what our brothers say. Question: read the PACT Act and who it covers. Only 3 eras covered, and we're going to talk about that. Yes, indeed. Vietnam veterans, post 9/11, and Gulf War. Let's talk about it. The VA is supposed to do a yearly toxic exposure screening. Now let's listen. The PACT Act, it expands and extends eligibility for VA health care for veterans with toxic exposure and veterans of the Vietnam era, Gulf War era, and post 9/11 era. Expands eligibility to benefits for veterans exposed to toxic substances. Are we just making it simple, family? Come on now, let's go here. No run around here. Next, we're going to talk about the key components of the PACT Act and dealing with TERA. Thank you for the love. Hey, back, everyone. Now, listen to what our brother says. Sean says, VBA says exposure to hazardous substances, but VBA says no to TERA. More than enough for me, my best dose exposure. Okay, let's continue. Talk about the key components of the PACT Act. We're going to start there. Then we're going to get into TERA. Now, the first thing, that the Act expands and extends eligibility to VA health care for veterans with toxic exposure and veterans of the Vietnam era, Gulf War era, and post 9/11 era that served after 9/11. The VA will improve the decision-making process for determining the medical conditions, for determining what medical conditions will be considered for presumptive status. That's the key. All right, let's see. You say, is TERA? It's TERA. It is the back door to the PACT Act for the chronic disease list, CFR 3.309A. Still, let's say, what did it say? Still black trans, Guatemalan dolphins month. This man out of control. This man out of asking for a friend. No, it's not. But we're gonna celebrate females because it's Women's Month. We're gonna celebrate the women. Oh Lord, this is my brother. Boy, everybody show love to Doc Shelley. Listen, we need people like Doc Shelley to keep me honest. Now, the next thing, VA healthcare staff and claim processors will receive toxic exposure related education and training. Do you think they're getting the proper education and training for the PACT Act? I'm talking about the claim processors and the VA medical staff. If you think they're getting it, put yes or a thumbs up in the chat. If you don't think they're getting it, put no or thumbs down in the chat. Let us know. Do you think Doc Shelley just showing love back? That Doc Shelley, boy. Man. Do you think they're getting the training they need? Do you think for the PACT Act, that's what they're saying, that this PACT Act is supposed to do? A key component is making sure they're properly educated. Come on now. What's another key component? There are 7 here. The 5th is the act requires research studies on the mortality of veterans who served in Southeast Asia during the Gulf War. Post 9/11 veterans' health trends and veteran cancer rates. Do you think there's anything else they need to cover? They need to follow the Gulf War veterans, how many passed away. They need to follow post 9/11 health trends and the cancer rates. What else do you think they need to follow, fam? Say, Doc Shelley, yes. And this year is the horse. You out of control. No, they are making quotas. Oh, I was trying to be inspired. Betty says, yes, they are trained and just don't give a S. They just there to pay rent and their bills. Wow. Now let's talk about the 6th component. And that is the act will help VA build a stronger, more skilled workforce. That sounds like a political slogan. To meet the growing demands for benefits and services. Do you think that the PACT Act is moving smoothly? That it's not slowed down like the rest of the claim processes? Let us know. Now, what your opinion is on that. The 7th component of the PACT Act. The act authorized 31 new facilities across the country, providing greater access to VA healthcare. Did you have any problems getting access to healthcare through the PACT Act? Let us know. Come on, let's talk about it. Now, let's talk about the locations of the exposure. Can we talk about it? What countries in particular? What areas? Can we talk about it? All right. Boots on the ground, airplane, even boats. So they even if you was in the water, you was in the Air Force, you was in the Navy, and in some instances might even be the Coast Guard if it's local. It depends where you at. And boots on the ground. Can we talk about it, fam? Look at this here. So we're talking about places like Somalia, Djibouti, Yemen. I don't know how to say Ottoman. I don't know how to say Oman, Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates, Qatar, Bahrain, Kuwait, Iraq, Syria, Lebanon, Jordan, Egypt, Afghanistan, Uzbekistan. I don't know how to say that. Laos, if you probably in Vietnam. Remember what I told you? I helped that veteran that was in a country in Vietnam he wasn't supposed to be in. I can't mention what it is because it's secret. He passed away. God bless my friend's father-in-law. Air Force dropped in the country to put down beacons in a country close to Vietnam that they wasn't supposed to be in. That's all I can say. They might come get me. Now, Laos, Thailand, Cambodia, Vietnam. Listen at this here. Spain. That country in Spain. You ever heard of that? Palomares, Guam, America Samoa, Johnston Atoll. I don't know what this is. These other countries, Weekend, and can't say those last names. Greenland. The other one is in Greenland. Have y'all heard of those? Come on now, family. And there's the information. If you want to call about and learn more about the screening, call 1-800-698-2411. Is that all right? Did H-Town break it down? Come on now. I got to get out this full screen because I know y'all putting some information. I'm glad y'all keep your questions related and good and slowing down so I can catch them. There are locations that should qualify but still don't. But hopefully that changes soon. Ronan and everybody else, tell me some of the places that you feel should be on this list. Very true, Betty Box. Yes, indeed. Then Gioliver say the VA identifies me by a PACT Act team at the clinic and center. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. That should be hopeful. Now, Sean say pilots that fly over burn pits. Okay, I was wondering why the air, because they're flying over burn pits, can claim presumptives. But if you weren't in the right location, covered, but exposed to burn pits, you're not able to get a presumptive. But if you don't get the presumptive, you can't get the claim approved. There ain't no other way to do it. Let us know. Now, I can't shout too many questions because we got to keep it moving. Betty Bob say, OT facts, forgotten they just to make a living and retire with a good pension and medical. Now listen. Now this is what my ex. I'll be back. She said she's gonna get a pack of cigarettes, loaf of bread, and I gave her $20. I ain't seen her the $20 or the loaf of bread. And I should have known about cigarettes. She didn't even smoke. Oh, now listen, but it's okay to destroy you. I know you're gonna be back. No follow-ups. Okay. TERA will. All right. Now let's see. I would say the PACT Act team is one person and just takes new enrollment. Okay. Yes, indeed. Now, family, let us continue. Okay, let's get into talking about toxic exposure TERA. Let's get into the TERA part of the game. Is that all right? Okay, what does TERA stand for? Toxic exposure risk activity. So listen to the dates. As of March 5th, 2024, all veterans who meet the basic service and discharge requirements. So you might have to have a certain discharge requirement, right? Meaning either honorable, general, right? Or you could have a bad conduct, or you could have a dishonorable. Some of them you may not qualify. So check into that. We're going to do more information on that. Let's talk about it. Discharge, basic service and discharge requirements, and who were exposed to toxins and other hazards while serving our country at home or abroad are eligible to enroll directly in VA healthcare without first applying for the benefits, VA benefits. Isn't that something? That's a good thing. To qualify, veterans must have participated in a toxic exposure risk activity. If you've been into the screening, the toxic, you participated, put TERA in the chat. If you participated in this screening for TERA, put TERA all uppercase. I want all uppercase. Put this in the chat. If you've participated in it, put that what I just put up there. OT say TERA. Okay. Now he also say the prime TERA reference M21-1. Now I want you to send me OT. Anybody else that know? Can you send me the link to the M21 manual, the one that Raider was using on the live the other night? Can you do that for me? Man, look at everybody here. Look at this. OT has been a part of it. I haven't. Ronan has been part of TERA. Jay Oliver has been part of TERA. 66 part of TERA. Benny says, hello, H-Town vet and the chat family. Hello, how you doing? TERA 2022 questionnaire. You better follow up. Sure can do. Oh, you can? Oh, I've been needing that, brother. You're going to be a blessing. That's what, man, we about to make this thing happen. And y'all, when y'all got some good information, something that we don't need to talk, let me know and holler with me behind the scenes and say, hey, check your email, H-Town. If it's something, I like the juicy information, but we want to share stuff with everybody. Now listen to, everybody show love to Emily in here say, my husband is retired, vet, 1985 to 2005, with asbestos and other exposures in his records for his MOS and sometime in the Gulf. He just did the screening virtually. Wow, I didn't know that. You can do it virtually. Thank you, Emily Van Dyke. Thank you. With someone last month. Wow, virtually. I didn't know you could do it virtually. Now, Betty Bob say we have 16 likes and 16, let's see, 16 likes and 25 watching. Please like and subscribe. Act like I owe you $2,000 and click that like button. Please make comments. All comments are answered in real time. Please keep your comments respectful. Thank you for that, our sister. That is our great disclaimer and informative, because other places, and if you don't super chat or send them money, they ignore your comments. Who's ever been on a channel? You ain't got to say where, that they won't respond to your chat, to your comments unless you pay them money. Put the $ in the chat. If you've been on a veteran channel that won't answer your questions unless you give them some type of money, put $ in the chat. Talk to us. Now, Sean say TERA, but decision letter always says no. We're going to have to get to work fixing that up. Say, okay, conceded most hazards. Okay, for the MLS. Okay. Asbestos special rule M21-1, and he giving out the law for asbestos, dealing with special rule. Come on, let's do this here. Check out those listings. Yes, indeed. Yeah, give me the information for that M21. I won't do that. I've got 20%, 60% just from TERA alone. Whoa! Did you hear Ronan? Just from TERA alone. Our sister Emily say he went through Vet Home. See, y'all, okay, listen, Vet Home. Y'all learn more about Vet Home. If you can tell us something, let us know. Everybody show love to Emily. Please show love to Emily. Say asbestos exposure probability. That's the rule and the law for that. Look that up, the reference. We're going to talk about it. Say, hello, Benny and Emily. Emily, thank you so much for that. Do you see how we bringing blessings to each other? The medical opinion triggers. Oh, boy. Oh, family, y'all dishearten me. You saying you've been on channels, and if you don't offer no money, they won't answer your comments. That's low down and dirty. They can answer some of them. I know you got to do something with the super chats. Yeah, but come on, man. Why, you say no comments? So Charlton say OT asbestos exposure in my military records. So we need to make sure we get Brother Charleston straight. J. Oliver say he been on channels where if you don't have money, they don't answer your questions. Now, has H-Town ever charged you money to answer questions? I like to talk too much anyway. I like talking to people. I got my PNT based on TERA. Whoa! I didn't know you can get that based on TERA. I learned something new tonight. Fam, let's get to it. Y'all, this has been a wonderful time. Now listen. We got Rose City D in the house, says, good evening, H-Town, and salute the family to chat. Emily say, hey, dang, Charleston, you add to be 100%. You should be PNT. You should be PNT. Even Big Rock has been on channels. No money, no honey. That's what they used to say. So that's how the channels, they pimping us out here. Huh? No money, no honey, no benefits information. I thought we here to help veterans, not to shake them down. I'm just asking for a friend. Jason M say the money. Now listen. VA has determined that veterans who were exposed to one or more of the following hazards or conditions doing active duty for training, or inactive duty training participation in a TERA. So you will talk about the list. Now listen what it is, fam. Air pollutants such as burn pits, sand. I didn't know sand was part of it. Dust. Wow. Participants, hold on. Particles, I mean. I didn't know oil well fires. You know that I was literally, we had to run Saddam out of Kuwait, and I'm there where all the oil well fires burning. It looked like nighttime and it was daytime. And that, you know, of course, the oil got on us, but it wasn't like dripping, but it was sprinkles of it. So was I exposed, family? Let me know if I'm the only thing between those oil wells is me and the on the tank and the oil wells. Was I exposed? Was I close enough to be exposed? I could see the oil wells, you know, from a distance. They wasn't too far. I was at least 2-3 football fields. Would I qualify for exposure if I was close to oil well fires, sulfur fires, chemical pesticides? Okay, these are chemicals: pesticides, herbicides, depleted uranium with embedded sharpnels, contaminated water. Let's not talk about Camp Lejeune, and one of them they ain't doing yet. Occupational hazards. Now let's get into the occupational hazards. Yes, does not matter, H-Town, all about location. So the fact that I was over in Kuwait, would I qualify? Is Kuwait one of them? We're gonna see. Now listen, family, occupational hazards: asbestos, industrial solvents. Any of these affect you, put in the chat. Any of these occupational hazards or your MOS. Okay, so I'm covered. Why haven't I filed yet? Is it too late for me to file? Now listen, occupational hazards. Who's been exposed to asbestos? Put it in the chat. Industrial solvents on those ships especially. Put in the chat. Lead. I feel like behind now. Y'all saying I qualify. I feel embarrassed. But we're going to talk about it in a minute. I'm going to get to it. Lead. Who's been exposed to lead? Paints including chemical agent resistant coating. Firefighter foam. Anybody in here been exposed to firefighter foam? Cold Steve. Betty Bob say yes. Y'all taught me something tonight. Thank y'all. Now, radiation. Nuclear weapons handling. Who in here deal with the radiation? Put radiation in the chat. Maintenance and the, I forget what that is. Detoxification, radioactive material, calibration and measuring sources, x-rays, including weapon technicians and dental assistants serving on a nuclear submarine. Doc Shelley, what type of, wasn't Doc Shelley, didn't you say you was on a nuclear submarine? Come on now, Doc Shelley. This applies to you. Or in the shipyards. Who in the shipyard with these chemicals? Or were involved in nuclear weapons handling and maintenance, including cleanup after accidents. Warfare agents. Oh, Lord, don't get me started on that. Nerve agents. I was exposed to sarin gas. The government sent me the letter. I got to stop telling y'all. I ain't going to believe me. I'm going to have to show y'all the letter. Chemical and biological weapons. Who in there had those things would go off saying chemicals in the air? What was they called? What was them little things called? Nuclear sub. Okay, OT. All right, hazards. These ionization hazards. Do we need a TERA memorandum in order to file? That's a good question, Benny. Do Benny and the rest of us need a TERA memorandum to file? Okay, that's what it. What is that? Fort McLean Air Force Base. Okay, calibration lab. Okay, you talking to him? So look what our brother was exposed to. And Charlton was exposed to asbestos, industrial solvents, and radiation. Then exposed to burn pits and burning done. I burned boo-boo too. I didn't realize I was exposed to so much. I had asbestos exposure during the early 90s. It's in my STRs. I don't know if it's in my service treatment records. Lead, depleted uranium. Brother, I hope you filed. Everyone aboard old Navy ships. And we said that, yes, indeed. Say yes. They tell me yes. Now, family, let's get this here. Now, listen to this here. October said, howdy, y'all. I'm late again. Now, I just did it last minute. I apologize. OT says, yes, Bernie, the VSR and the RVSR are the ones that are going to define that. They say. So listen what our brother says here. Charlton say, Jason M, yes, the OBA and the MK5 gas mask canisters had asbestos in it. Okay. Also, a sheet of exposed asbestos on canisters plate next to chest. Wow. Everybody's showing, okay. And they thanking OT. It's the type, yes, indeed. Emily says, when my husband did the screening virtually, he was online with her for almost an hour, 20 years worth of where he was and when and what his MOS was and what fluids, oils, gases, nuclear, etc. It's a long list. So family, try to be prepared, and we're going to try to prepare you tonight. So listen what Rona says. Same, Emily. I did mine in person almost 4 hours. Wow. Family, this is heavy. Jay Oliver say, I was TERA conceded for foam, nukes, weapons, lead, sand, solvents, jet fuel, fire, hydroxins, skin, eyes, hearing, PTSD claim. Now, family, let's get to it. So we went over that, and there it is right there. VA Public Health website is right there at the bottom. All right. So ships, if you use the SCBU, you were exposed, and SCBU is OBA. That's some stuff from the Navy. The VA has a list based on branch of service. Let's continue, family. Oh boy, there go to asbestos. Now, family, if you were exposed to asbestos, I think I was too, family. Put an O in the chat. Put an OE for asbestos exposure. If you were exposed to asbestos, I call it asbestos, come from the South. Put an OE in the chat. All right, put an OE if you was exposed to asbestos. And that's what it looked like. It was used to like installation back in the day, and it would have all type of toxins on it. Say OBA, oxygen breathing apparatus. Okay, that's what it's there. Look at how many people were exposed. I was. Y'all told me tonight. Where y'all been? October vet was exposed to asbestos. So was Ronan. So was Betty Bob's. So was just shacking. Not in his shack, though. Now, OT, I ain't trying to make light of your exposure, though, bro. You just having some fun. OT say OE, exposure to asbestos exposure, okay. So was Charlton. Look how many people here. OE say her husband was. He say, I just say, OE, you were exposed too, Benny. OE got it right. Benny got it right. Now let's continue. Now, they usually put it in the walls for installation. I think that's how they used it. And it was practiced way back in the 70s. And now they're having to clean out of schools. And it's on ships, Coast Guard ships and Navy ships. From my knowledge, that's all you need to get a TERA memorandum. Okay. Also used for gloves to change M60 machine gun barrel. Okay. Man, this was used frequently. Man, they exposed us to all kind of stuff. And it was also used on the ship. If you was on a ship that had asbestos on it, put a ship on the chat. Put a ship in the chat. If you were on a ship, whether in the Coast Guard, Navy, put a ship in the chat. So OT said M21 manual part 8, subpart 3, chapter 9 to map specific toxins to your rating MOS for the Navy. Family, we're going to talk about this. If you was on the ship that has asbestos on it, October Vet was on the ship. And these are the effects it cause lung cancer, melanoma, asbestos, type plague, diaphragm plague. It's all type. Look at all these veterans that were exposed on ships. OT, so was Charlton, show was just shacking. Now, okay. Best exposure for Jason. I don't know if it's on the ship, but he was. Okay, he's saying it. Look, Emily said husband on a couple of carriers. Please, if you can, inform of the information. I know you will. Please look out for your husband, and we're going to put out as much. Let's make sure. Oh, Lord. Mesothelioma. I can't say it. I forget. I used to know it. Mesothelioma. So stage 1, tumor grows along part of the lung system. Then it spreads, invades deeper into the lungs, diaphragms, lymph nodes. Stage 3. Number 4, cancer has spread to other organs. Ooh, family, that's why you got to get tested, not just for the benefits, but for your health. Now, let's see. Jolliver said landing craft vehicles as a Marine. I can imagine that. I forgot to ask about Marines. And somebody else may have been exposed. It's more than respiratory conditions. Okay. Anyone know how to find out if a ship is on the asbestos or anything else? Oh, that's a good question. Now listen to Brother Jason M. The USS Kitty Hawk was full of it, meaning asbestos. There were stickers on the bulkhead too disturbing, I guess you say. Don't disturb, I mean. Now listen, OT says asbestos laden in 30 to 50 years. Oh, it'll lay around. Oh, you say, so what you saying is, you saying they knew it was in the ships back then? Everybody showed love to Red Deals Online, Triton, Submarine, Tennessee. Okay. Okay, so you was on a ship that was exposed, Navy. Okay, Jason Hill. Now listen to what Emily Van Dyke says. Our sister says, husband is going to get a CT scan Tuesday next week. He's been having a hard time breathing for a while now and on 2 different inhalers. Any suggestions about when her husband goes in there? What do you think they need to make sure that they let him know about his condition or whatever? What advice could you give Sister Emily she could pass on to her husband? Now listen, OT says an older ship, 1990 below, are full of it. So any ship that was built 1990s and before. Now let's continue, family. Y'all doing such an excellent job. Now that's healthy lungs, so you understand, and I'm not trying to trouble nobody, okay? To the left, healthy lungs, right? That's the damaged lungs from these chemicals. Is that all right? We break it down? Oh, now where you were located. See, that's the important thing why this is beneficial, because they say where you were located. So Gulf War, August the 2nd, 1990 to present. So, I don't know if the date is but that's when it kind of kicked off. And I was around, if that picture would have been there when I was there, I was close to those oil well fires. You see how far the oil well fires are? That's how far I was from the oil well fires, about that same distance. The smoke was everywhere. Now, Sister Emily say, oh yeah, he was tasked with ripping some of the asbestos out. I have the document. Oh, that's what I'm about to ask you that. Now listen to what our Doc Shelley says. Say, I have asbestos exposure documented in my claim folder. Now I just need the disease. Okay, well, we don't want you to get it if you don't have it. That's one thing. Yep. I thought it was presumptive. Oh, if you have the disease, okay. Now listen, when y'all have a little XM, I don't read it. They got a guy from Texas to come put out the fires. I'm about to laugh. Yeah, I think his name was Big Tex. Yeah, they did. He showed them how to put the fires out. Only from Texas can you do it. I shouldn't be bragging. He went over there and he had a mini explosion to put out the oil well fires. They couldn't put them out. Come on, tell them it was by Texas. OT said new VSR, RVSR are aware of it, but are gatekeeping. Okay, you gonna help us stay on top of that. Yep, the upper chain of command always said it's fine as long as you don't disturb it. So they had the command line to you. So family, that's the first era, the Gulf War. Oh boy, that take me back. Then post 9/11, okay? September 11, never forget, family. Okay, where? Here we go. Let's talk about the Gulf War era. All right, we're gonna break it down. Text red area. Yeah, okay, yes. Now here what, so tell me if you were in any of these places. Have you been to Bahrain? Say, so listen would say, if a Gulf War era and post 9/11 eligibility. So we're gonna talk about both of them. We're gonna start with, of course, the one that happened first, Gulf War era, Desert Storm era, my era. If a veteran served in any of these locations and time periods, they are eligible for the new Gulf War related presumptions. Y'all say y'all want me to tell you about presumptions? That's what I'm doing. They are also eligible to enroll in VA healthcare without first filing a disability claim. This includes the airspace above any of these locations. So those people on the airplanes that I showed you, they're eligible to do it too. So let's deal with first the one dealing with the Gulf War, Desert Storm. Okay, what places? What places? On or after August the 2nd, 2090. If you were in these places around on or after, during the Gulf War, all right, before 9/11, let us know. I'm gonna tell you the ones that I was: Bahrain, Iraq, Kuwait, Oman, I can't say that. I forgot how to say it. Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Somalia, the United Arab Emirates, UAE. If you were in any of these, I was at a few of these locations. I'm gonna put, I was in Bahrain, Kuwait, and I was in so I landed in Saudi Arabia. We were in Tent City. Put in the chat where you were at. Any of these ones for that war. Now, if it's after September 11, it's going to be on and after September 11, 2001. If you were in Afghanistan, Djibouti, Egypt, Jordan, Lebanon, Syria, Uzbekistan, and Yemen. Were you in any of these locations? These are the ones that qualify for Gulf War era and post 9/11, respectively. Now, okay. Now these were the places that I was at. We flew out of Bahrain when we left. I was in Kuwait. because I told you what an oil well fire was. And Saudi Arabia, we came in Saudi Arabia, stayed in Tent City. We went to Kuwait to run them out of there in the tanks, run the Republican Guard and all the rest of the Iraqis out. Then Bahrain, when we flew out of the country. I say, has he filed? Okay, let me see. Let me get here. Oh boy, y'all chatting away. Emily, this hits the fan in September 1980. Actor Steve McQueen was a Marine, ripped out asbestos, and passed away of cancer. I didn't realize it was that asbestos. Wow. Now, remember, so OT say, remember, TERA is the back door to the PACT Act if you don't meet the location eligibility. Okay. I was in Saudi Arabia. Jimmy Elmore was, and he's speaking to him. Persian Gulf was our stomping ground. Okay, OT. I did 3. Is that over? Tell me what 3 was. And everybody's speaking. So Emily Van Dyke talking directly to him. And they y'all being real supportive. Thank you for giving the information that's needed. Now let us continue. I'm glad y'all put that @ symbol. Everybody show love to Jimmy Elmore. Now, radiation. Anybody in here exposed to radiation? Put a radiation or something in the chat, symbol in the chat, or put the word radiation. If you were exposed to radiation, let's talk about it. And okay, so you were in Saudi, Kuwait, and the United Arab Emirates, October. Okay. Now, listen, radiation exposure and the measure of it. They went through and detected in certain areas. What radiation zone what are areas that they qualify as radiation zone? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, fam. Oh, let me put that there. Okay. Now, hold on. Where did that go? Give me a second. That stuff moving on its own. Some devilishment in this machine. So we have Jimmy said, Elmore say, also created in Iraq. I was in Iraq too. We also set up refuge camps in Jordan. Now, I wasn't there. Anybody exposed to radiation? Geologists say exposed to radiation. Then we have Red online say radiation, nuclear submarine, and nuclear warheads. Yes, indeed. I don't think in our tanks that our rounds were had no nuclear stuff on them. That would be crazy. I was in BT. What is BT? I was a BT on an old ship back in the 90s. Okay. Come on, fam. Let's talk about these places. Are we getting to this information or not? So, new radiation presumptive locations. Tell me if you deal in during these dates and where you in these areas. Now, to clean up at Newwick Atoll from January 1st, 1977 to December 31st, 1980. Now, let's see another thing. Boiler technician, okay. So let's see. The next place would be cleanup of the Air Force B-52 bombers carrying nuclear weapons off the coast of Palomares, Spain. That would have been on January 17th, 1966 through March the 31st, 1967. That's before I'm born. Well, I was born. And here go the last one. respond to the fire aboard an Air Force B-52 bomber carrying nuclear weapons near Tool Air Force Base in Greenland. Now that's from January 21st, 1968 to September 25th, 1968. I was born 6 days before the end. Before I was born September 19th. Now, H-Town, you may have a DU round depleted uranium round. Yeah, we did have depleted uranium. I forgot that. We had depleted uranium. Oh, that's what uranium is. Y'all keep putting me in this toxic stuff. I had Doc Shelley monitor my exposure, so I'm good. Y'all out of control. They say those are the new presumptives for people that served that long ago. Wow, I say H-Town J. Oliver, make right about your exposure. Maybe right about it. Your exposure. Wow, this is scary. And our brothers say radiation wore a dosimeter working on submarines with hot reactor walking over pile compartments. Oh, this is not no joke, family. Now, fam, let us continue. Are we getting to the information? So now let's talk about the presumptive conditions. Can we talk about the conditions now? They're going to fall in the VA-15 body systems, I'm assuming. Can we talk about it? Rhinitis, that's one of them. All right. What is rhinitis? Tell me what is rhinitis. And then tell me what is sunitis. Because it seems like to affect you differently. Seems like it affects your whole head and everything. Let us know the difference between rhinitis and sunitis. Can you do that? These are two. TERA exposed is how I became the trans Guatemalan dolphin. Y'all out of control, man. Y'all out of control. Love y'all. Breast cancer, any type of reproductive system cancer for women in particular. Uterine cancer, breast cancer. Women are covered, okay? Get checked out. I didn't know this one. This one blew my mind. Somebody tell me if they knew anything about neck cancer. I never heard of neck cancer. They say that's covered. We're going to get all of them. Say, Betty Bob say 20 likes, 27 watching. 27 watching. Please click the like and subscribe. All comments are answered in real time. You don't have to pay to play. You hear New York? New York something else. You mentioned my name, so I got to read it, OT. Emily, let me know if you need to fill out the new claim through H-Town. Yeah, just email me. That's how I want y'all to do it. Say, let me know, just get through H-Town. I like that. We got to keep these snakes. This channel growing, and people starting to hate in ways y'all wouldn't believe. They crashing out. Because they kind of mad because I ain't charging y'all money. Y'all think I need to get on the hustle train? Huh? Busting at me, you missing out on all this money. I'm going to get y'all, give me donations. I'm going to get monetized. But why we got to stop? Why we got to hustle the people? You can get benefits from doing stuff financially without hustling. So listen, thank you, OT. Says H-Town Vet Northside, rhinitis is inflammation of the nasal passage, while sinitis is inflammation of the infection of the sinus cavities. So sinitis goes farther up from Google. Okay. All cancers should be covered. Okay. They said, OT, okay, talking to him. Let's continue, family. Yeah, they got quite a big list. Hypertension is also covered. Special consideration, the PACT Act. Hypertension is presumptive for Agent Orange, simply service connection. Simplifying service connection. Yeah, no words. We're going to make sure you're straight. Now, okay, now, conditions presumed to be service connected. Yeah, give me the information and I get it to them. Okay, OT? Now listen, VA encourages all, but both y'all just email me. VA encourages all eligible veterans and survivors to file a claim or to submit their, oh, now we're going into, here's the next one, to submit their intent to file a claim. So you can submit an intent to file on this. Say, yes, we'll do. Gotcha. For the PACT Act related benefits now at va.gov/PACT Act. As of August 10, 2022, the conditions below are presumed to be service connected due to various in-service toxic exposure. Family, are y'all ready for me to say it? I ain't gonna be able to say all of them. Asthma, diagnosis after service, okay? Not before service. Brain cancer, chronic bronchitis, COPD, which is chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, chronic rhinitis, got to be chronic. It can't be acute every once in a while. Tertiary, no, it has to be chronic. You have to get some symptoms or severe symptoms with, I guess, within at least 2 every 6 months or once every 6 months. I forget the time frame. Constructive, bright or whatever it is, and that. Emphysema, gastrointestinal cancer of any type, and whatever that is, galloblaster, whatever. Now these names I can't do. Head, and you can see the other ones: head cancer of any type, high blood pressure. We just covered hypertension, intestinal lung disease, kidney cancer, lymphoma of any type, melanoma, and I don't know what that one is, MGUS, neck cancer, pancreas cancer, and I don't know what that is, pulmonary for fibroids, reproductive cancer of any type that's specific for men and women, to include cervical, ovarian, urinary, vaginal, or VULAR. I don't know what that is. Okay. Respiratory breathing related cancers of any type. And what's that last one? I can't see that last one. I can't see it. Now, OT says, even if you've been out for a long time, if it's a chronic disease, it's covered under TERA. Yeah, I've learned that. Thank you. Y'all really taught me a lot, but I've learned that over the course of having this channel. Emily say, how hard are some of these going to be to prove? And if they're presumptive, you just have to have the diagnosis and been in the place. These are presumptive. They presume that you have it. If you have the active cancer or asthma that developed after service, that's presumptive. You have the condition and you were in the place, that's it. Okay? If you've been out for a good while, retired. Now, it don't, like they said earlier, time is not, it don't matter how long it is, it's covered. I'm glad y'all asking these questions. OT say, let's I go out 1990 got approved for PSA and PSO by way of TERA. Okay. So many of us vets are 20 years out. Yeah. I'm about 30 years out, I think. 30 or more years. Family, did we go over those presumptive conditions? Did we do it? Now let's deal with the Vietnam veterans. Anybody that was in the Vietnam era, you was either in Vietnam or the Vietnam era, because some of you were younger, so y'all went into the era, but you was too young to probably go in there, or they didn't put your draft number. So anybody in here was in the Vietnam era, put VW for Vietnam War. Put V War. Put V War. All right, just put V War if you was in during that time frame. Now let's talk about this. The third area. First, we talked about the Gulf War era, then the post 9/11 era. Now, if any of your family members been exposed, I had a cousin, so I wasn't in, but my cousin, who I love, he passed away of that stuff. You know, it was really bad. He passed away at the VA hospital too. Oh Lord, he was in Vietnam, the war. Yes, so. Oh man, and I love it. I'm gonna show you the picture when he came home, and when I was a baby, he had he had these pictures taken of me because he would use me to pick up women at the park in his new Camaro. I love. He was good people, man. That was my cousin. So our brothers say, anybody Vietnam War. My uncle says Jimmy Elmore. He got out in 1975. I am a peacetime vet. Okay, that's good too. All of it's good. I served during the G-Funk era. What, that Gulf War? They call it the G-Funk era. I like that. Uncle Ozzy was a Vietnam Marine. Anybody family in here was in Vietnam. Most of them gonna be older than us. My uncle has bladder cancer. Wow. Prayers to your uncle and hope he getting the treatment and you got him in the right direction. Let's talk about the Vietnam era. Okay, here we go. Vietnam era eligibility. Veterans who served in the following locations and time periods can enroll in VA healthcare now. Republic of Vietnam between January 9th, January 9th, 1962 and May 7th, 1975. The Vietnam War wasn't over till like mid to late 70s, family. Thailand at any U.S. or Royal Thai base between January 9th, 1962 and June the 30th, 1976. Laos between December 1st, 1965 and September the 30th, 1969. Certain provinces in Cambodia between April the 16th, 1969 and April the 30th, 1969. Didn't I tell you? I ain't gonna mention it, but didn't I tell you? Here we go, Guam and American Samoa, because they stored a lot of chemicals in those places, even though I don't think they were fighting there, or their territorial waters between January 9th, 1962 and July the 31st, 1980. Johnston Atoll, or a ship that called there between January 1st, 1972 and September 30th, 1977. Now listen to what they're saying here. Vietnam era veterans are now able to apply for 2 new Agent Orange presumptives. Monocolonial, I don't know how to say that, gametopathy of undetermined significance, or MGUS, or hypertension blood pressure. I've known several do it for hypertension blood pressure. These are presumptives. If you got the condition and you were in these areas, you qualify automatically. Say, okay, my dad and my uncles, yes. I took 5 years to convince him to file for claim. Oh, but you didn't stop. 6'6" say my uncle was. Okay. Then Grace says, anything on mine sweeping, those mines in the water, Desert Storm, and Shield. Thank you for reminding me of that, because y'all were in the Navy and I was on land. I forgot to mention that. I apologize. Thank you, Sister Grace. Now, Jimmy Moore says, my uncle was bladder cancer. Oh, Lord. Family, we talking about this tonight. Now, USOT out of Washington State, 2 different ships. I was on the USS Towers DDG 9 from 86 to 90. I went in 88. Now, Charlton says that Vietnam tanker that I knew that had Agent Orange passed in 1998. So VBA saved a lot of money. Yeah, that's sad. They waited for a lot of veterans to pass away. And they were having symptoms when they got back. I saw a video. I was a little baby back then. We were out of Yokosuka, Japan. I hope I said that right. My brother died from colon cancer. Family, do y'all hear this? Now let us continue. We ain't trying to be sad, but the Vietnam veterans, like all, went through a lot. Okay, health coverage. That's another important thing of this, that what makes it run smoothly. The PACT Act. Here we go. Expanded healthcare enrollment eligibility. All right. You listening? As of March 5th, 2024, all veterans who meet the basic service and discharge requirements and who were exposed to toxins and other hazards while serving are eligible to enroll directly into the health care, including all veterans who served in Iraq, Afghanistan, the Gulf War, and any other combat zones after 9/11. So that's, for that and after 9/11. This expansion also includes veterans who deployed in support of the global war on terror contingency operations, Operation Enduring Freedom, Operation Freedom Sentinel, Operation Iraqi Freedom, Operation Red Dawn. I said Red Dawn. I'm thinking about the movie. I'm sorry. Operation New Dawn. I never heard of that. Operation Inherent Resolve, Resolution Support Mission. Y'all know any of those? Some of those I don't know. I know Enduring Freedom and Iraqi Freedom, but I don't really know none of the rest of them. So let's continue. See how we helping each other here, fam? You see how we helping each other? You see what's going on in the chat? So screening. If you've had screening for this, let us know. Now we're going to talk about screening. Any screen, I think she's getting screening for maybe breast cancer or something. Any veterans have received screening for toxic exposure. Let us know. Let us know. Toxic exposure screening. H-Town, any veterans deployed in support. Those 2. Yes. Yes, indeed. Now, toxic exposure screening. Who? All veterans enrolled in VA healthcare. That's one requirement, okay? Next, what? A quick 5-10 minute series of questions to identify and document any potential exposure to toxins during military service. I want to ask y'all a question. Did it take y'all 5 to 10 minutes to do your toxic exposure screening? If you did your toxic exposure screening, put yes in the chat and tell me how many minutes it took. And if you remember, when? At least once every 5 years, okay, when you should do your screening. Where? VA medical centers and clinics. So you can't do it by outside doctor, right? So Jimmy M. Moore say receive his screening all the time. I was stuck at the bottom of the ship. October. Oh, yeah, that's a lie. Say, Grace, you're a snipe. Okay, now listen. OT said all are old ships and should easily qualify him for asbestos exposure. Yes, 25 minutes to do your screening. How long did it take y'all to do y'all screening? Next, why? Supports veteran long-term health care plans and inform whole health care. That's good. How? Veteran can ask about the screening at their next VA appointment. Ask your doctors, yes indeed, and tell your spouses to ask their doctor. Charlton, smelly Nelly in the belly. Oh, Lord, 20 minutes yours took. Okay, OT, for your toxic screening. I was in Kuwait, Afghanistan, Qatar, the UAE, United Arab Emirates. Those were my terms. Family, are we covering this thing? Family, we getting there, ain't we? Did we cover it tonight? Now, submitting PACT Act claims. Let's talk about it. How to submit. This is why I like this, because it's so straightforward. I don't know if it works that easy. And let's see. They do x-rays and CT scans and MRI all the time. That's part of the screening. Haven't had toxic screening. Would y'all encourage Grace to have the toxic screening? I ain't saying you got to, sister, but I'm just asking, given a situation you think she should. How you feel about it, Grace? You think you want to do it, or why haven't you done it? I don't know why. I have no excuse myself. I'll tell you why I do have an excuse. Jason them say, were you required to get surface warfare qualified? That's a good one. SWAW. I don't know what that is. Now, got to get scope next month. Okay. Oh. Now, family, if you want to file a claim with the PACT Act, how to submit a claim. Here we go. File claims to receive benefits. Veterans can file a claim for new presumptive conditions. Let's say if it's a new claim, veterans have never filed for the presumptive condition. That's one type of claim. The other one, supplemental claim. The presumptive condition was previously denied, but is now considered to be presumptive. All right? It may not have been presumptive in the past. Let's talk about it. Now, let's go into denials. If VA denied one of your new presumptive conditions in the past, but the veteran may now be eligible for benefits, VA will try to contact them. I wonder where you get the back pay. There is no need to wait. There's no need to wait for to file a supplemental claim. Now let's go to the next thing. VA is prioritizing the claims of veterans with cancer to make sure they get timely access to the care and the benefits they need, given the severity of cancer. And some of them might have also been given a certain amount of time to live. Now listen, pending claims. If a veteran's condition was added to the list of presumptive conditions, which we just covered, after the claim was filed, VA will consider it on a presumptive basis, but you need to do the follow-up on that, okay? Now, presumptive, at the bottom, note, presumptive conditions do not require proof that the military service caused the condition. Veteran only needs to meet. So listen to this, Sister Van Dyke. The veteran only needs to meet the service requirements and have a current diagnosis of presumptive condition. Now listen, service requirement, they were in those areas. It's proof that they were in those areas and they got a diagnosis of the condition. for those areas. Boom, that's it. Veterans should submit any supporting documents to assist in their claim. It could be in your DD-214, it could be in the military treatment records, any of that. It could be in your personnel file. Let's talk about it. Now, we did that. Let me catch up on the chat. He said, okay, he said, I have never had a toxic screening either. Neither have I. I need to do it. Haven't had a toxic. Hold on, let me make sure. Am I missing anything? Haven't had a toxic screening. Grace hadn't. I haven't had one either. Where you required, okay, to do surface warfare. Okay, I read those. Gotta get scoped. Okay, I read that. Okay. Need to tell your primary care doctor. Yes, indeed. Toxic screening helps you get TERA memo. Oh, that's good to know. That's a key factor, fam. Get that toxic exposure. I have never had a toxic screening either. Listen to October. Vet says, I would get the screening better to have it and not need it, especially if it's something that can be rated for DIC coverage. Or they might detect something that can save your life. What questions are asked on screening? Our sister says, Grace, let's see. Grace, I have red mobile grease in my blood. Night, 1977, 81. Yeah, Jimmy Elmore say, they sent me a letter telling me about, okay, 1984. You must have retired. Oh, am I hustling? You must have retired, Grace. Okay. Do your time. Betty says, October, I was taking troops to the war zone and bringing them home 15-hour flights. She could have been exposed, right? Betty say 2001 to 2008. Now let's see. OT says that the toxic screening, just that is a screen, but when the VBA pulls your records and see the toxic screening, you get a TERA memo. Your records, SDRs, service treatment records, and DD-214 MOS will back it up because you get dates and stuff. J. Oliver and locations, you should get that. I have done head-to-toe imaging and full blood work, EKG, EEG, spinal tap, bladder scope, and cancer screening, and blood sugar test. You've done it all, J. Oliver. Say, I got to get a toxic screening. Yes, indeed. Family, let me continue on, then I'll read the rest of Better about you definitely do. I do too. But I don't know. Let me talk about it. Now, also dealing with the dependents. Remember, this is separate. If you get a dependency indemnity compensation, that's going to be a certain amount. But they may qualify under the dependence of the veteran if the veteran passes away before getting the claim approved for toxic exposure or TERA. Who qualifies? The spouse, the children, and the parents, if they are qualifying dependents. They can be substituted into the claim. And here we go. Other affected veterans and spouses. What about additional benefits and care for other veterans and their spouses? Under the PACT Act, survivors may be eligible for VA benefits, including indemnity compensation, and burial benefits. Dependency indemnity compensation, we talk about that in burial benefits. Get the care benefits that you have earned and deserve. Apply at va.gov//backpack. Let me say it. Apply at va.gov/PACT. today. Please do that. Is that all right? Family, let's get to this here. Let's see where we at. Legal. Oh, first I do that. Now this is where it get juicy. Wait, hold on. Before I get that, I got to catch up on somebody. Y'all keep me working. Now let me get this right here. Grace Smith says, not service connected, but DX for diabetes, hypertension, and CKD. So I need the toxic screening. Yes, indeed. You gonna go get it? They talking to them because I think you should. How do we request a screening? Do we need to call the 1-800 number? I'm going to give you the contact information in a minute. Okay, I'm about to get it to you. Definitely so. Now, where to go to get it? We got all that. OT says, what toxic, I just want to read the rest of these chats. What toxic materials were you exposed to and how? The how is your MOS and the what is your duties based on your MOS. So listen what Emily Van Dyke says. They asked my husband a bit about his time before the Navy. You hear how they do that? Then where and when he was in Gulf, what his MOS was, and what equipment he used, fluids, fumes, etc. What you were in contact with. Real thorough. I like the way you break everything down. Thank you so much. See, that's why I say the dependents play such an important part of this, of the veteran. Thank you. Because they can see stuff from a objective point of view on us. Now, did we land at a small airport at the location? Then yes. One-stop shop. Okay. That's Jimmy Elmore. H-Town and OT recent claims has TERA and LLERs listed on the side of decision letters, etc. Oh, did not know that. Thank you. See, we learn so much from each other. He's talking directly to her. Now, listen, Benny say, are you guys saying that the VA will send out a letter if a veteran meets the criteria to file? I do my due diligence. They probably should, but I don't know. With the past year and a half, okay. TERA is very confusing. I hope this video helps a lot. Now, it's in your C file, Elmore said. Then say no denial since filing. Okay. Now, family, we're going to get to this here part here with the legal. When should you call legal? Get lawyers involved, law firms. Let's talk about it. Huh? Let's talk about it, fam. Before we do that, I want to say, okay, y'all doing y'all. We have 24 likes and 28 watching. Please click that like button and subscribe. All questions are answered in real time. Please be respectful with your comments. Everybody show love to Betty Boss for keeping us in line and telling us what the mission is. That's what we come here for. You understand? I wouldn't count on the VA sending a letter. October. That's why we got to do our due diligence, because I don't trust them. Going to submit another intent to file, intent for those conditions while going to appointments. Before I did this video, I didn't know you could do it. That's why I got the information. Now, Jimmy Elmore, no, they sent a letter out. Whenever the PACT Act was passed. Okay. Now listen, let's talk about it. If you're dealing with Camp Lejeune, they have the Camp Lejeune Justice Act called the CLJA, okay, of 2022. You may have seen advertisements from lawyers, law firms, and others seeking representing veterans and other in litigation related to the PACT Act or the CLJA, the Camp Lejeune Justice Act. These lawyers, firms, and private parties are not connected with VA benefits or services. They just saying don't get it twisted. Seeing relief under the Camp Lejeune Justice Act will not influence VA decision and will not affect the amount of benefits or health care VA will provide. Let's talk about it. Relief awarded by the court in a lawsuit, because this is a lawsuit brought under the Camp Lejeune Justice Act, must be offset by the amount of disability award payment. Ain't that cold? Wow. Relief awarded by the court in a lawsuit brought under the Camp Lejeune Justice Act must be offset by the amount of any disability award payments or benefit VA provided to you or your legal representative due to the exposure to water at Camp Lejeune. So they want the money back if they did some treatment for you. The VA hustling, ain't they? Learn more about it at www.publichealth.va.gov/exposure/camp/dash lejeune/index.asp or call 1-800-698-2411 for any questions on the status of cases filed in federal court under the Camp Lejeune Justice Act. Contact the Department of Justice, and that's the email and the call number to call Department of Justice. Area code 202-353-4426. Now, fam, let's continue. Now, let's get to them bad actors. We're gonna get ready to get to these bad actors, but let me catch up on the chat. Y'all been at it. Now, listen what Grace says. Going to submit another. Oh, I think I read that. Yeah, I read that. Yes, thank you, Betty. Oh, yeah, that's. Now, listen, Benny Gio. Everybody show love to Benny Gio says, for many chronic conditions like hypertension, sinusitis, rhinitis, and so on, the disease must manifest to at least 10% disability rating with a specific time frame after discharge, usually 1 year. Now, I didn't know that. Okay. Jimmy Elmore say that was back on 2022 and 2023. Everybody showing love to our brother here. Now, Charlton say 2 years ago, I got to pull it up where I can see the whole thing. I called some lawyers that covered asbestos settlements. They said only call them when I have lung cancer. Don't waste their time. That's why you don't like lawyers, right, Charlton? That's cruel. Now listen what Benny says. Says my VSO retired on me and I had tried to ask him about TERA. I've been trying to ask him about TERA. Everyone else at the office seemed hostile, so I've been trying to figure it out myself before I moved to Sacramento. I hope this helped, Benny. Benny G, that's what we call him. Benny and the Jets. Benny, everybody show love to Benny G. We got two Bennies in here. Evening, Benny G. Now listen to what Grace says. And I'm about to tell y'all how to apply. I'm about to do that last here. Well, we're going to do the fraud thing, then I'm going to cover that. My VSO screwed me on filing to get in one of the deadline 22 PACT Acts. Okay. That's why you got to do your due diligence. You can't wait on other people. Now, fam, let's get to it. We caught up on the chat. We got to watch out for them sharks and hustlers and fraudsters out there. Huh? Remember, you get some of these people to help you. Now, think about it. They get 5 times your back pay. If you get a payout from the PACT Act and it's a large sum, they might get a real big, or some of these for-profit companies helping veterans with the PACT Act. That's a big payout, ain't it? You wouldn't really need help, would you? There's no statute of limitations on fraud. There are no statutes of limitations on VA fraud. So don't be doing no chicanery or have nobody putting a battery in your back. And whenever you're dealing with these so-called for-profit companies, protect your data. Don't give them your login information. Say, thanks goodness for YouTube. I hope I'm a part of that, Jimmy. Listen, protect your personal data. What is the craziest thing somebody asks you for that's your private information to help you with your claim if you ever had somebody said they're going to help you? That expert troll tried to ask me for my social security number. Tried to ask me for my SSN. That's the first person I ever blocked. That expert troll, hey, I can help you become a credit claim consultant. I can help you get more benefits. Just send me your social security number. Yeah, right. That's why I say verify. Yeah, Charlton, I'm sorry that the lawyer is yes, indeed. They kind of can be cruel sometimes. Now listen, how to avoid these scams, all right? Avoiding PACT Act scams. There's been an increase in PACT Act related something email. I don't know what that is. What is that? I don't know what that is. Oh, phone and social media scams targeting veterans to access their PACT Act benefits and submit claims on their behalf. So they're going to need your social security number and stuff, right? To report suspected scams, please contact the VA Office of Inspector General, OIG, hotline, and there it is right there, the va.gov/OIG/hotline/. Come on, fam. So here's the do's and the don'ts. Number 1, securely submit your application directly to VA online, and at the va.gov benefits right there, you see, or in person at the VA regional office. VA will assist you in gathering supportive evidence at no cost to you. Oh, they are so friendly. I listed my friends from the military. Now listen, be cautious. This is the do. The next do thing you need to do. Be cautious of any companies that, number 1, claim to be contacting you on behalf of the VA. Number 2, advertise VA benefits can only be obtained with their help. Or number 3, attempt to pressure you into signing a contract. Oh, my boogie. Even lawyers try to get you to sign a contract, right? If you're interested in working with a veteran service organization, agent, or attorney, use the VA Office of General Counsel, OGC, accredited tool at va.gov to confirm their credentials. Now here's the don'ts. What you shouldn't do. Don't sign a contract agreeing to pay an unauthorized company a percentage of your benefit payments in exchange for assistance with your VA claim, especially the PACT Act they're saying. But it depends on how you feel about it. You may not, you may say they're going to help you with it, but if you could get the stuff done on your own, why you need them? That's my personal opinion, especially when the PACT Act seemed to be clear. Do you think that you would need a for-profit company to help you with your PACT Act claim? Put a yes in the chat. If not, put no in the chat. Let us know, family. Say, I don't like lawyers either, says Jimmy. And listen what our brother said. Okay. Through H-Town, I give you TERA. Yeah, go through H, and then I'll send you the TERA. Just tell me what it's about, and I will exchange information. Now, Charlton says, shipmate Betty Box, I learned years ago about lawyers in the property dispute. He tossed me under the bus so these creeps don't hurt me. 5 times the increase. Can you imagine if a family member is getting one of these claims, especially on those ships? Some of them pay out as 100-something thousand. So let's say the veteran unfortunately passed away, Vietnam Navy veteran. And I know some get 100,000 or more. So let's say he got 200,000. What's 5 times 200,000? If one of these companies want 5 times your back pay, would 5 times 200,000 be $1 million? So they gonna want $1 million from your family members. Watch them and watch them close. Benny says, thanks, H-Town. Oh, of course. Okay. Yes, indeed. Yeah, email me the information. I'll get it to everybody. We'll definitely do it that, and we'll try to put it up here too. You know what? We're probably gonna put it up. So I might put it on the live stream. That's what I'm gonna do. So everybody will have it. Maybe need help. Okay. No, but send me the information and we'll put it up. That way I gotta just send it to everybody. We'll put the link in the chat and all that stuff. Okay, send it and we'll just put it on the live too. That way I ain't gotta be going back and forth between people, but we'll figure it out. No, but I dedicate myself to watch YouTube. Okay, now another thing you shouldn't do. Don't sign forms that are not VA generated or a blank form from someone else to complete later. Whoo, yeah, they're gonna complete it later, but they got your signature at the bottom. Don't be fooled by companies that advertise special relationships with medical professionals and say they can guarantee your benefits award. Now, this is what I'm gonna do because so many people want the information. You tell me what the information is, OT, when you send it to me, what it's about, what question and answers, and we'll put it on the channel. That way, I won't miss nobody. All right. Now, don't provide personal information such as your social security number to anyone offering claim assistance. They say DAV is accredited. It's free. They can help if you don't have VSO. Now, they probably pretty good there, wouldn't they, family? Come on, fam. Did we do it tonight? Family, we pretty much did it under 2 hours. When should you apply? Family, when should you apply for PACT Act? In 3 months, when you get your evidence together? When should you apply, family? Now. When or how should I file a claim? Okay, apply now. What if I have previously been denied? Veterans previously denied a toxic exposure. When should you apply? Come on, put it in the chat, family. Put it in the chat so people will know, because y'all don't know. People don't know and they wait. When should they apply? Once a supplemental claim is received, VA will review the claim under the new law. Now, for more information, visit va.gov PACT and or call 1-800-MY-VA-411. Most definitely. And yeah, so that's what I do. We're going to try to do that where I can get the information out, okay? Here we go, because a lot of people asking about it, and we'll do that. Now, Betty Bob say, Grace S., I'm still waiting for the DVA. Betty says she's waiting for the DAV to return 8 messages. No one has answered the phone at the DVA or return my call. Return your calls. So yes, indeed. Yesterday. So let's see what y'all said. Yesterday, now, apply ASAP. Yesterday, yes, I went in person. Yeah, that's probably what you got to do, go in person. And let me see what, oh, that's person, okay. Now let's get to it, family. I hope this information has been helpful. Now, how to apply. Some of y'all asked this earlier. We're about to get into it. How to apply for the PACT Act, TERA. Let's go. You can do it online, and there's the website. That's the link, I mean. You can do it online. Now, what else? In person, you can visit the nearest VA medical center or clinic, VA clinic. Number 3, you can call toll-free 1-877-222-8387. Or you can do it by mail. That's on you. I wouldn't do it, but that's up you. VA Form 10-10EZ to Health Eligibility Center, P.O. Box 5207, Janesville, Wisconsin. I don't know what WI stand for. I forget what state that is. And there's the address. Now, if you do it, don't complain to me. I'm just telling you what the information. Enemy or use entire water area. Say, I like to be in person. I like doing it in person the best too. Now, Benny G says, oh, Wisconsin. So that's what that is. Janesville, Wisconsin. Okay. There's the address. Family, we did this now. I think we just about through. So I like the person the best. Wisconsin. Okay, say okay. Yes, mama. On the edge of the Hampton Roads, across the water from Williamsburg. What you say? Williamsburg, Virginia. I like Williamsburg. Go shopping down there. I like going to Williamsburg. I was in Virginia for 6 years, online and in person. All the big, nice shopping centers down there. Very wooded and beautiful. Now let's see what we got, fam. I'm caught up on that. Let's see what we got going on. Now, but you individuals that did ask, still, y'all can send me. I'm going to put it out here, but y'all can send, and y'all say, hey, I requested this. If you need it immediately, I will get you the email from them. But I'm still going to put it out so everybody can have it. Okay? So come on through. 25 watching, 25 likes. Come on now, fam. Now, do you think the reason the VA do you think this PACT Act had made it where the VA trying to take our money from us? That it's worked too well. TERA has worked too well, and that's why they say remember what he said, it worked too easy. Now listen what Emily Van Dyke says. H-Town Vet Northside, you go to Williamsburg to shop and not to go to the historical sites. Now I went to the historical site several times. all those old homes and everything back in there. Yes, been there was since the 1800s. Yeah, I saw it. I apologize, but I took when my grandmother came up when I graduated, and my other family members, we went to the shopping center. I used to go there. You know, it was a barbecue place, Tennessee barbecue. Now then, here we go. You know what I mean? Portsmouth Boulevard. Go ahead. Now here we go, family. My question to you: I'm 100% permanent total. Should I consider doing the PACT Act? How would it benefit me if I'm already 100% permanent total? I had something. Let me ask you: Do you think it's worth poking the bear? If you said me poke the bear, put me poke the bear for yourself. Say I poke the bear, or you put in. You can put H poke the bear. Do you want? Depends. Now, special monthly compensation would be a reason. Would you say run away? OT say ran away from the bear. Oh, should I poke the bear? Come on now. OT say depends, H. Tell me what it depends on. Because I don't know if it'll benefit me if I'm already 100%. I was in certain places and I should be presumptive because it's on my DD 214. OT say SMC special monthly compensation. Betty Bob say poke the bear. I guess you want me to poke it. How long have you been rated? I'm about to tell you. Give me a second, OT. And it just matter how long you've been 100%. 2010? How long ago was that? Yeah, so I don't want to say nothing. They might mess with me, but yeah, by 16 years. So I need a few more. You passed your 20 years. Now I got 4 more years. OT say SMCS. Okay. Family, let's talk about it. If you come down with cancer, you can get SMC. Say, okay. All right. Now, I'm certain. Just like I say, let's talk behind the scenes, fam, because I ain't gonna have everybody talking because I'm gonna be careful with that because I almost got my channel tore up. So we gonna get to it. And I know y'all mean well, we're gonna make it work. We're gonna figure it out. Some people, I'm gonna just share the information. Those I talk, we'll talk, we let y'all do what y'all do, but we're gonna make it work, okay? Now, Charlton say, for liability reasons, H-Town, since you have a YT creator, I would not poke the bear. What's a YouTube creator? Okay, you wouldn't poke the bear. Trying to get to 100. Yeah, well, yeah. I think brother gonna help get you there. I'm gonna help get you there. We're gonna try to do. Everybody, we trying to help our sister get to that 100%, just like we did Farm Girl Rebel. Should you poke the bear? Now, let's see. That's why I want let's talk behind the scenes. We don't need to put a lot of stuff out here. Now, let's see. Jay Oliver say depends on the conditions, rating, and if the condition that is not related to any other conditions. Okay. I've been 100% since 2022. All right. The 20-year rule, you're going to meet the 5-year rule soon. In 3 more years, you're going to have the 5-year rule. No, 22. 1 more year, you're going to have a 5-year rule, Jimmy. Meaning they can't reduce you without sending you to 2 exams. 10-year rule, they can reduce you down to 0%, but they can't take your service connection away. 20-year rule, they can't reduce you no matter what unless they can prove fraud. Benny says, I already have an intent to file in at least we have been trying to get into the tiny house community there were veterans in those communities needing help. I let everyone know about the H-Town channel. And that's what we're going to do. We helping each other here. So what we got to do, I'm going to have to set it up where we can help because we want to make sure the system don't turn crazy. I'm telling y'all, if y'all known some of the stuff I seen, fam, then run from the bear H-Town. Yep, table it. I'm going to table it. I can wait 4 more years, right? But I didn't file until 2022. I have to see how far the bear is. They run fast. Let me tell you, Grace, they run fast. Sneaky Dougie watching YouTube. You think he is? Listen to Benny G said, you should, if your condition can lead to survival benefits, DIC, in the event you pass. You know what? And the children qualify for it too. You know, your children, grown children, can get some of that. What's the requirement for the children? If they're over age, I think they get some of the PACT Act. Emily say, it took 12 years to get my husband to finally file the first time, and then another 8 years for him to try for back and radiculopathy increase that was just in 2025 for the last file. So listen what OT said. Depends too on your age, Jimmy. If you are 55 years old or older. Yes, indeed. Let's see. Grace said, who is going to teach him how to Dougie? He needs to learn. 55 years old. Okay. Okay, Jimmy. No RFE once you get past 55 years old. What's a RFE? Tell me, reduction in what? What is that? What is the RFE? Let us know. I'm not good with acronyms, even ones I knew in the past. With an exception for cancer. Let's see. Hold on. Y'all talking about Dougie. Did we answer? Let me ask you this here. Did we properly explain the PACT Act and toxic exposure? Give us yes or no in the chat. That is a bear, Russian. That's a Russian bear. Is that a Russian bear? Okay. Males are hard-headed. Sometimes we very hard-headed. H can teach him sense. Okay. Future exams. Did we answer the question tonight? All right. And the question, we did answer the topic. It was more of a topic. So I'm going to put it up, family. Tell me, did we do this here? Did we cover the PACT Act and explain the PACT Act and TERA? Was they explained tonight? We need to know, yes or no. Benny says, yes, we covered it. OT say, yes, we covered it. Okay, routine future exam. Okay, once you get past 55. Yeah, well, the statistics show they don't really, from the past, they did it in 2024? They didn't really check veterans over 55. So there are no requested for future exam after 55. Very few. There are some, but very few. So did we cover it? Benny say we covered it. Yes, only YouTubers that has, okay. I can go all the night. Yes, indeed. Hold on, we said I can go all night. Man, I ain't going all night. Oh boy, let's see. And he said, yes. Yes, it was answered. We answered the question tonight. We sure did, and we did it. Betty Bob say, H-Town, you always explain everything in great detail. Yes, you covered the PACT Act in detail. Please get this to other people because we broke it down because it wasn't just me. Y'all were giving extra information that I put up on the screen. So I can go all night. You used to party, didn't you, Jimmy L. Moore? Now Charles say yes. Only YouTube had YouTubers that has. Okay. Or does it apply only to conditions for some being in static for how long? So okay. Now tell me what you're talking about. I'm trying to remember what you was talking about because I know we talked about several topics. LOL say yes, H-Town covered. I hope so. Now look, remember if you're supposed to be send me an email, send it to me. I'm gonna get back with y'all tomorrow with the responses, and I'm gonna give y'all a little something I ain't gonna say here. I'm gonna let y'all know what's up because there's some crazy stuff. I've had to block about 3 or 4 YouTubers. Family, did you hear what I said? 55-year-old static are not for reduction, but they have done it now. VA rating code sheet will have all that. Yes, that's good to have because they have done it if people have been 55, but it was only 7 to 12%. They did it because the Office of Attorney General did a research. So H-Town didn't even change a cover charge to answer questions in real time. Didn't even have a cover charge. No. This is our blessing. And we're going to be getting blessings. Send some emails. We're going to get some information to y'all. Now, all information verified. Well, that information verified because that's the straight information from the VA. That's verified. Now they be the one lying. Yep, it's all free. Family, y'all better stop saying that. That's making people mad because I'm messing up their hustle. H-Town, you getting too popular. I'm a person. Can I explain? I'm not trying to get popular. I want to help veterans. And y'all know me. Family, haven't I been speaking the same way since y'all have known me? Okay. Verify all information. Had a gentleman that was very informative when I first started the channel. Very so-called helpful, but he was weird. He did what some people do now. He'll be talking good here, but when it was time to talk behind the scenes, he was a little flaky or wouldn't return the call, but get back up on the live and play charming. You got to watch people like that because I was trying to see who I was dealing with. Oh, man, y'all. Yeah, popularity. I mean, they wants me mojo. See, y'all don't understand. When I say they want y'all. They see how we interact. You hear what I said? Can I be real with it? Come on, family. They see. I don't know why I got my jacket all off like I'm some. Boy, if my grandmother or my mama saw me, or my great grandmother, put that jacket on right. Now, yes, Charleston, it's weird. I'm gonna tell you how weird it is, brother, and all y'all. I can't say it. But thank God for people like Raider. My Lord. He'll tell you it's crazy out here. Because people feel like that they want, look, people wasn't doing live streams like this before I was doing them. That's why I'm glad Raider came in. I think he said he came in a few months back or something. But people before Raider, came up here or whatever, I was the only one doing live streams consistently. Everybody else was doing pre-recorded videos. Some people would do some little short. I'm the only one that was doing 6-hour live streams. Am I right, family? For the last 2 years or so, almost 2 years. Am I lying, family? So H-Town for vet secretary. Now I want to be that. Now listen, this is what it's all about. Veterans helping veterans. See, I'm not here to stop nobody what they doing, but don't come mess with me. You can come do it, but I'm gonna handle my business. And I don't want to make it where y'all are picking sides over who this is. You deal with whatever you want to. But if you come around here, I'm gonna check you, because I don't go to nobody else's channel and disrespect them. Y'all see me at other people's channel, I'm on my best Christian behavior, even though I'm backsliding. Come on now. They tell you, family, did we do it was 5 hours and 50-something minutes, 59 minutes. I had to stop it and say, okay, I say yes, Van Dyke, I will try to give you some information through H-Time. Yeah, you can give it to it. Just y'all give it, yeah. You can give information. And the other one I told y'all, I talked to y'all, we're gonna get y'all straight. But I want to make sure, because that's how that expert troll tried to keep me giving people y'all straight. Keep giving, this has happened. Keep I helped that person, and was turning my viewers against me. I lost a good 20, 30 subscribers because this person was trying to take over my channel. Did you hear what I said? Because he was being helpful. But y'all straight, because we handling things different now. I was getting to know the game. That's why I'm glad I got solid people in there. Now listen to what Grace says. Yes, H-Town covered the information, and the VA has educated us, understand in layman's term, great that we can interact. Now, family, that's the issue. Family, the interaction. Can I talk about it? We've been here for 2 hours. We ain't trying to stay too long. We doing good. We got through the information. The problem is, how many, I want you to put in the chat, how many channels are interactive? I know mine is, I know Raider HQ is. You let me know how many channels you know that are interactive. That you know, this is recent because I'm the ones kind of started doing it now. I put everybody up here. You become this. Let me ask you this here. How many channels make the chat the center of the channel? How many channels make the chat the center? Put the number in the chat. How many channels you know that make the chat the center? Let me know. I'm going to tell you my opinion. You may know more that make the chat the center. Oh, H-Town being egotistical. I think it's just one. Mine. Now, all of them can't do that. Yes, fair use, educational purposes. Only this one. Now, other channels have to do it differently because, like with Raider HQ, he giving out knowledge. So he gonna interact with you to a certain level, but you don't need to just be interact. You need to listen to him. So probably about 4. Okay, 2. But he interactive. I'll give him about 75, 80% interactive. But this channel, I've been doing this for years. Let's see. Hell, like Sparky said, he could go all night. Family, that's why I had to cut stuff short. That 6-hour one about to be 7 hours. We ain't gonna be up no 7 hours. So H-Town for corporate sensitivity training. Oh man, no worries. Okay, they talking about it. Yeah, we're gonna make sure you straight. Please send an email, let us know it's you. So some of you just let me know your username, because you might do it under your regular name, so I know how to match y'all up, okay? 6 hours and waking up again. Yes, indeed. So what do you like about this channel? Interactive streams to that. Live streams that. Seem like they get jealous. Jealous of what? If you got way more subscribers than me, why would somebody be jealous of someone they got way more subscribers? Hold on, boy. I hope I ain't missed nothing. Our sister H-Town covers the information the VA has and educates us to understand in layman's terms. Okay, I read this. Great. We have the interaction. I thank you. And I like, because other channels inspired me to do things, I'm glad I'm inspiring some other channels to do it too. But I'm H-Town, so I'm gonna talk my trash. You going backwards, H-Town. How did I go backwards? Let me know how I went backwards. You say how? Oh, okay. You say yeah. How? Okay. Yeah. How I go backwards? I know I ain't backwoods. Family, we did this tonight. I like the live chat. What do you like about the channel, family? And you can tell me what need to be improved. But right now, tell me why you stay engaged. Family, we got to be on code. Because they going to come with the turmoil, and we got to be ready. Listen what Betty Bob say. She likes that all questions are answered in real time and the information is verified and informative. Yeah, because those were actual flyers from the VA that I gave information tonight. I don't even have to tell you go verify because that's their information. We just went over it. Now, family, look at that. What's our new releases, family? You include everybody. Oh my God, thank you, Jesus. Man, I keep listening to you, JM. I'm gonna get saved again. Listen, I'm joking. I believe in the Lord. Here's the thing. My God, family, this touched my heart right now. Y'all just trying to make a black man cry on live YouTube. You include everybody. Everybody's important. Now, family, let me tell you what hurt me. Now, y'all wasn't here when it happened. Betty Bops and Charlton wasn't here. This toward the beginning. Benny was here, Alaska Nights, my day oneers. So I didn't know. Follow what I'm telling you. This was back then. This not now. And all that, Betty. Yes, Jason. Thank y'all. Grace is at 100%. Hydrate, H-Town. Oh boy. Let me tell you something. Dogface Soldier's like one of the first person to come up on the channel and speak. I think the first one was Bionic Woman. And I thank God for her. She still supports, and she has a channel. You need to go over and support Bionic Woman's channel. And it's about ministry and everything. I go over there and check her out. Now listen, I think her husband might be like a pastor. So listen. Dogface Soldier came up, speak, and just was breaking it down. And then all of a sudden, another person, that expert troll, wants to come up. But I had to notice something. That expert troll would never comment or say anything to Dogface Soldier, even if he said hi. I paid attention to this here, and I saw him when Charlton first came into the chat. You didn't see this because you didn't know what was going on. First time he come about the first week, and he was silent. He was, yeah. And then he gonna snap at Charlton. Charlton said, well, because Charlton just got here. He said, well, my bad. I said, you didn't do nothing wrong, Charlton. I said it. He jealous because when we start unifying and we start supporting each other like we doing right now, there are going to be people that are threatened by that. I'm not threatened by you being in other YouTube channels. I know you're going to come back home because I must be standing in the window looking sad. Huh? H-Town going to do the guilt trip. Say, Jimmy, say funny. So I'm here. I'm an easygoing guy. I got my Southern accent. And listen to Coasty. This is my solid guy. I want you to hear me here. Listen. I almost want to cry, man. Coasty said, I remember that. Not only did the expert troll disrespect, so I would see this go deep. So I'm explaining to you why I speak the way I do. Sister Grace and y'all and everybody, brother OT and other people, Sister Betty, different people. Y'all asked me about. Hey, Emily, she say good night. Let me get her. I remember that. I'm explaining to y'all what happened. Family, family, can we talk? We're pretty much over, but I gotta talk to you. I gotta read what our sister Emily says. Van Dyke, you all have a great night. I gotta get some sleep so I can function at school tomorrow and deal with elementary kiddos on Friday. I appreciate everything. Single one of you, every single one of you. Look, make sure you come back Thursdays and Sundays. What time is it? 6 p.m. Central Time. Now, I got y'all say good night to Emmy, and then I want to say what I got to say. Yes, good night, Emmy. Everybody saying good night. Take care of your hubby. Let me tell you what happened. Sister Grace, let me tell you what happened. You wasn't here. OT, let me tell you what happened. You wasn't here. I don't know if Betty was here. She came right after. But Betty studied the channel. She paid attention. She had just came. But my brother, Coasty, my daughter gonna be up in Boston. I'm dropping her off, Coasty, at the airport tomorrow morning. You know what I said? Got me getting up early. I said, you better get you another daddy. I can make another look just like you. Shout out Richard Pryor. Now listen what it said. I remember that. What had happened, y'all? I don't want y'all to understand this. Listen to me. This is why I be so cautious. I helped people, and I tried to say I verified the information. They said that they was this and they was a accredited claim agent. So I was looking up. I say verify whatever they say. I don't know, huh? So I started noticing the people that I'm sending them to. Some of them start turning against me. The other good people caught it. Boomer caught it. Major Boomer caught it. Yeah, so 6:45. So got to get there at what? 4:45 or 4. We got to leave by 4 something. H-Town, 2 hours TSA. Yes, because of the delay. Thank you. Good night, everybody. Okay, now listen. I'm here to help H-Town. You're doing a good job. Let me tell you what else. Had another guy on here who said, oh, H-Town, when I get my 100%, I'm going to do this. I used to promote his business. No reason. So I hook him up with this expert, so-called accredited claims agent with the VA, right? Because I'm trying to help people out, but I'm learning. I say, I don't know if this is straight, but I'm going to check it out. That person, I blocked that expert troll because he tried to crash out on my channel, and he was doing disrespectful to stuff, talking about he loved the VA and veterans of this and that. He turned on us. So listen, I got him up out the paint. I didn't say nothing. I just put his words up on the screen. Bam, got him up out the paint. He pops up. Hey, all right, this is giggling like a little child, and I blocked him. So this other guy, right, he was the insurance guy. See, this is what I want y'all to understand. So this guy, I'm grateful to you, and all this thank you, some of that old almost plantation talk. Yes, I'm so glad. So when I blocked the other guy, I say, hey, we're not going to mention this other guy. We're going to focus on this. Whatever he's doing, I blocked him. It's good. That guy came up. We was talking about children and who had grandchildren and children. He come up just out of the blue. Yeah, I got 2 grandchildren, and I want to thank H-Town Vet and Mr. Expert Troll. After I told him not to do something like that, and I said, oh, so now I gave this guy, let him hook up the number, and now they done turned against me. That's why I'm real suspicious and I'm real careful. Like y'all, I'm cool, but I don't do it with everybody. Because I learned. Now the person that caught that was Coasty, because he did it when everybody was talking about their grandchildren and they missed it. But Coasty didn't miss it because he kind of sit back paying attention. I kind of missed it at first. I said, wait a minute. I am unemployed. Yeah, but we good now. Now you say, now that was an insurance guy. I remember. Yeah, this was over about a year and a half ago, y'all. So that's why we learn from our mistake. Oh Lord, 3 hours. Can fly, not gas. Price is crazy. Okay, I am unemployed. You good? Now I'm telling y'all tell them this is how we built this channel. Don't forget Red Velvet Cake. We should treat VA employees better. Yes, indeed. Now, here we go. So that's what went down, fam. Huh? And now one thing I got to get to that expert troll. You know what that joker said? And I knew he was sizing me up. But he, you know, I don't care. As long as we get, it's mutual. If he helping me, you ain't got to like me. You could be trying to do some dirt. Until you do it, I'm always handle my business and be ready for you. They think I'm stupid. I've seen 50 people like you. So now every once in a while, somebody might slip in with a little slickness, and that might be a new version of it. But one thing he said that I really right. He said, don't you notice everybody not coming here for benefits? Some people are here for other reasons. They just like the interaction. He was telling the truth. You understand? Yeah, the insurance guy. I used to promote his business, and he was disrespecting me and stabbing me in the back. Never charged him a dime to promote his business. So when somebody I show love to, even when I pretty much kind of knew he was with the dirtbag side of the game, dude, veteran policy slug, I call him, that insurance guy. I say, hey, y'all check him out. Whatever, verify he's straight. And he turned on me. Wasn't appreciative. So I'm real careful. That's why when people come to the channel, some people get their feelings hurt. They say, yeah, nah, you wasn't on this channel. Woo, I would handle that for you. I don't play all the time. Nah. Yeah, you see, but we didn't know because they were slick. Let me tell you something. Woo, fam, that was a serious thing because that's the one pretend to be the woman. Came back as a female, a black female, just getting out the military. He came out as 2-3 black females. And I caught him, 3 of them. And I blocked all 3. He did block the first 2. He popped up with the 3rd female he pretended to be. And guess what he did? He just put a dot. He didn't say nothing. And I remember that one from before, about 4 months before that account, and blocked it. He got scared. He said, he know who I am because I know your personality. I can tell who people are based on the way they interact. So when they come under another name, I have one, like I said, got a couple people I blocked 2 times. They back under another name, but they acting like a good Christian. So as long as they act good, I'ma just act like, hey, okay, you fooling me, whatever. You better not change. Because all you had to do was apologize, and some people won't apologize. All they had to do is say, my bad, misunderstand. You see Doc Shelley be here. I don't have no problem. Doc Shelley get out the way. Every once in a while I might delete a comment of his or John Michael or might one of y'all's. If it's something, it ain't that y'all did in a person, we kind of protect the channel. Because I didn't know that if you use abbreviation for what happened in 2020, that little shutdown, that's what made them shut the channel down for that little time. It was political. OT say, I keep coming back. It's about the interaction with y'all. So this is what happened. The interaction was bring you here, and that's going to also bring people that don't have this type of interaction, that want it. Well, the way to get it is to be genuine, in my opinion. Tell me, how can you get the interaction without being genuine, family? Because if I'm faking, y'all gonna figure me out sooner or later. You understand? If I'm faking this here, which I'm not, y'all gonna figure me out. I can't remember stuff. I've been told on myself. Oh God, did you hear? Listen to this here if y'all in the room right now. Red Velvet Cake was gonna make this dude say, acting like he's a woman, that he gonna make me a red velvet cake, was flirting with me as 2 or 3 different women behind the scenes. I've been around the world, baby. This ain't nothing new to me. You think I'm thirsty behind some young female, even if she real? Girl, I got shoes older than you. Don't play with me. Now listen, promise to bake me a red velvet cake that they had a piranha fish and they had to get rid of it when they got out the military because they couldn't move it to California. They got their 100%. Was telling a whole little story over time. Then got on me for getting rid of that expert troll And that's when I blocked them. I said, that's them. Did you hear me? And this is how I knew that they was, how sick they were. They kept talking about, hey, we need to do some a live stream on what they call it, military trauma. This guy pretended to be a female that had been assaulted. How sick is that? And want to talk about it. I said, I already did a video. I know him. He never acknowledged when I say something like that. He just keep acting the same thing. I said, this ain't no female, this him. Because that's his clique. He's so immature that when I say I already did, won't you watch that? Just kept saying, well, you need to do it. Because he wanted to control me. Boy, if your mama didn't raise an idiot, man, exactly, you passed the CMPA. Did I pass it? Man, y'all don't know. She'll make better box Piranha Girl. See how everybody know Grace? How everybody know OT? How everybody know let's see who the new people is. Jason M. They know. Listen, they remember the Piranha Girl was all over H-Town, thought he was dating her. It. Too sweet. Yeah, acting like he's sitting there in his thong, sitting there chatting to me, talking about H-Town, why you don't love me no more. Fool, your mama gave you too much soy milk. Now, we just use emojis, ignore comments, so we don't have to deal with ignorance. So guess what's the issue now? With people like you in here, Grace, OT in here, our brother M, Ronan, all of y'all, we hadn't established this cohesiveness yet. So with y'all in here, y'all seal the deal. So if anybody come talking stupid, they don't stay long. They get just put out the paint because they look awkward among us. Remember the one guy, the Frankenstein guy, talking about, well, I didn't see the chat because I had put the video up, and this joker was talking about giving the women in the chat $100 a piece. Now, I didn't block him. I just deleted his comment and said, first I told him you got to apologize to the ladies. Especially when you offering $100 in these sites, you better have thousands. Yes, H-Town like Raider HQ rant. Yes, I'm doing it. I haven't done a rant in a long time. Grace, yes, I knew it right away. Because she knew it, that Betty and Farm Girl knew it, there was something wrong, because women don't talk like that. Women don't talk like, hey, let's do this here. They'll just say, can we have something on this? I said, okay. Well, come on, do it. Come on, do it. Oh, this happened to me, and my then told me when I said, okay, well, don't talk about it. Don't talk about it. That happened to me. Boy, hold on. You say you want to talk about it, then we just trying to be respectful about it, and you snapping. General Mustard. Yeah, that's what Herman Munster. Yeah. Munster. That's exactly what the one. And yes, indeed. Oh, we'll call names. That was the one I had to get up out the paint when y'all was here trying to solicit people. Yes, indeed. Some interesting people. So, like I say, that's why I tell you about your private information. Be careful. Yeah, because he knew it. Because let me tell you, he sent me emails behind the scene, this expert troll, talking about, you are sick, as a female. He was another female on this one. And say, don't contact me anymore. I had never contacted this person. Supposedly the female he was playing. Another one in the military, another female. I said, you contacted me. Don't you contact me no more. You know what happened? They didn't respond. Now, you know, if there was a female, they're going to be like, I do what I want to do, or blah, blah, blah. A woman ain't going to let you have no last word. That's why I knew it was a dude. A woman ain't going to let you have no last word. Family, now let's get back to it. I don't forget nothing. I say, I'm so glad I wasn't here, Betty, and Charleston chose words from a real woman. Yes, indeed. Whew. And we just got rid of them right before you got here, Grace. It wouldn't have been about a 3 weeks to a, what was that about? What about 2 or 3, about 3 or 4 months, almost about 3 or 4, might have been 6. Yeah, that's when he came back as other people. You're right. Ooh, but y'all are solid. See, we billing. See, when you got people think the same, and Raider HQ got a very solid group. So when y'all come here real. Now, some people don't have nothing better to do than to yank your chains instead of adding value to the community. Yeah. Right, Benny. Now, listen, family. Some interesting. Here's the thing. Grace H-Town would have banned me. Why you say I would have banned you? I banned it. Tell them I would almost ban myself. I ban anybody if you disrupting the channel continuously. Tell them, Betty Bops, you had to stop me from trying to ban myself. She did. I want to prove that, hey, I banned myself. And she said, H-Town, don't do it. Haters make the most noise, unfortunately. Yeah. Why do haters hate, in your opinion? And we're going to get to this here. Tell me why y'all think haters hate. Watch our full 2-part series on the VA disability body systems. We went from 1 to the 15th and we covered it. He blocked him. No, I almost did. I didn't. I almost blocked myself. I was about to click it in about 3 seconds and she stopped. Remember the emoji day? Y'all remember how crazy the emoji day was? That we couldn't do something? And that's why I had to stop talking about blocking people, because a couple people emailed me and said, did you block me? I said, no, because I couldn't even, every time I would put a thing, yeah, H-Town banned themselves. Oh, man, that's embarrassing. That's crazy. Well, you know, I suffer from mental illness. So the 15, watch that part 1 and 2. Not going to cover the VA law tonight. VA news. Nah, we gonna get when we got time. We cover a lot of stuff. OT, I like the emoji day. Okay, Betty, we are a recon. See, and what happens by having women in here, that brings balance, you know, and having veterans of different ethnic and racial backgrounds. Having white veterans in there, that was another reason that they were mad at me, the expert troll, because I could bring people from different backgrounds. We veterans. I didn't say this was a certain type of veteran. I didn't say this is just for Black veterans. I didn't say it was just for any certain ethnic group. I didn't say it was just for male veterans. I didn't say you had to be a combat veteran. No qualifiers. You don't even have to be a veteran. You can be a dependent of a veteran, or you just like us, want to support us. Yes, they sure do. Okay, night, H-Town family. Have a fantastic and blessed weekend. See y'all on Sunday. Yes, indeed. Night, Jason. Now, family, let's get into it. Let's finish it up, I mean. I thank y'all. Family, we doing this thing, and I appreciate y'all. Every once in a while, you got to get it in there. Where is Dougie? Anybody know where Doug Collins is? Y'all mentioned it. Where is he? Good night, Jason, and have a blessed weekend, bro. Oh, yes. H-Town, you no woman have time to act like that. No, women don't have time to be cutting up in front of men. Women ain't gonna really cut up in front of men because, you know, man, women ain't that, they don't have to do all that. That's a dude. See, that's how dudes flirt. Let me tell you something. Guys like to argue with other men, but that's the way they flirt. They can't come up to me and flirt because I punch them in the mouth, hypothetically speaking. No, I punch them in the mouth. So they have to flirt by making arguments. Women don't even argue like that. The ladies are the tiger team. Yeah, they help me out. Farm Girl Rebels here, and Sister Betty Bobs was on point. Hell with Dougie. Hell with Dougie. OT said the hell with Dougie. Good night, Jason. Yeah, good night, Jason. Oh, yeah, here you go. Yeah, right, Sparky. Oh man, y'all something else. Remember, y'all email me tomorrow night because I get tired and forget. But I still need y'all to give me information so I can get y'all together. Now listen, hear this channel. Now listen, they want to break my tenets. First, the channel is uninformative. They can't stop the information I put out, but it's interactive, and that's what they're threatened by. Because the way y'all interact with me scares people. That scares people because they know that's unique and significant. Dougie Slick, he's not in the news. Oh, he quiet. Night, Jason. Now, and we are protective, troll-free as much as possible, transparent. And a lot of people are not transparent with their channels. Respectful. But I like to be transparent as much as possible. I'm putting my soul out to you. Our live streams are on Mondays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. Central Time, and we will have unscheduled live streams. They will occur from time to time, like last night. Now, how to contact us. I thought he was in Georgia. Don't get me to lie. You thought who was in Georgia? Who you thought was in Georgia? You know, it's amazing because guess who else was in Georgia? I'm going to tell you once you say that. That's amazing. He bounced the ropes and made up hair still in place. Oh, who y'all talking about? I don't know y'all talking about. How to contact us. Oh, Pastor Doug is from Georgia. Guess who else from Georgia? That expert troll. Playing with snakes. That expert troll was from Georgia too. So he said. Now listen, here's how to contact us and donate if you like to donate to the channel. Now we're at the after party. We're about to close it out, family. Now, if y'all have anything to say, let's say it. And if not, you can say you found a good night. Other than that, let us know what the weather is like where you at and the temperature in particular. Come on, family. We doing this thing. We have 64 degrees with the low of 51 tonight. Let us know. And like you notice, we don't really worry about that. And I'm glad that I have other, I appreciate with Raider coming over, have another content creator. We appreciate that. In shoes. So, okay, tonight, all 68 warm in California. Okay. Charlton say in PA and Pennsylvania, it is 42 degrees cloudy. All right, let us know, fam. I got to hydrate again, Charlton. Y'all don't know. Y'all make this channel pop off, man. Y'all, I mean, men and ladies, y'all make this channel pop off. Y'all, I mean, this is amazing. I thank you so much. Now, let's see, family. So, family, we did that thing tonight, and we appreciate it. Stay away from armadillos. Armadillos on the half shell. Now, Red Deal one say, excellent program, bro. Learn plenty. Thanks all. If you learn something in the chat, put a notepad in the chat if you learned something that you didn't know tonight. If you learn something, put a notepad, a pen, or just say yes or whatever. It's 43 cold, Grace say down there in Tidewater area. Jimmy says 65 degrees in Shreveport, Louisiana. Louisiana, as they would say. Down here in Texas, say Louisiana. Now, I just thank Coasty for being here with me and all y'all, but y'all don't know, Coasty really means a lot to me. I really mean, and all y'all do, but it just, when he was able to catch it, because I didn't catch it at first. And I kind of thought, I said, hold on, I think, somebody had to see this because I didn't catch it at first, until the other veterans told me. Another one was named, what was his name? Glock and other, but these were other trolls that was happening at first. They were simple trolls that just kept repeating stuff. Now listen, Betty say Charlton Zimmerman, Grace S, Coasty, J. Oliver, OT, Ronan, Sean, 66. You all have a beautiful weekend and take care of yourself. Now listen, Grace says, glad you like red. Come on back on Sunday. Oh, thank you. Yeah, so that's why I'm letting y'all know so y'all don't think I'm being funny towards y'all. I just had to be cautious. You know what I'm saying? Because the dude talking about his own now, like he gonna come see me, and I almost got up by my skin because that's like a threat. And where I come from, you don't be talking about you come to it's on. It's on. What you mean, partner? Don't play. Go on, tell me what it's about. OT learned some things. Wow, you knowledgeable too. Betty learned something. Red deals online. Yes. Say love, stay blessed. Betty, stay blessed. Yes, indeed. Praise God. Then Coasty says, 32 in Massachusetts, tell your daughter to dress appropriate. Yes. What kind of shoes she need to have on, Coasty? Coasty, do she need a boots? No heels and nothing. Need to have like boots. What type of socks? Let us know. What she need to dress. So Charlton learned something. Man, we got new people coming up in here. Family, y'all see this here? Betty about to say 40 degrees. Likewise, Betty. Y'all just, and y'all know it's kind of, I want to say it's I ain't gonna say hurtful, but it's an emotional thing because I didn't like that stuff happening. So he said, yes, Boost. What other things you think my daughter should bring? Should she bring a thick jacket, sweater? What she need? She need a scarf. Do she need hat? Coasty, welcome and good night. Jonathan Barrios. So everybody show love to Jonathan. 54 degrees, Seattle, short weather. Okay. So Grace learned something. So that's why you hear me say stuff. So I don't want y'all to think I have any problem with y'all. It's just that I got to watch out for them, them dudes sitting up with a G-string on, Betty Bob say, night shift, mate. Why cold are you? Because they tell you this dude was flirting with me, a whole dude. And I don't appreciate that. I want to grab his neck like a microphone and handle it, pray for it, man. Yes, Boots, man. Each time I'm trying to keep these benefits going. I don't want no problems. People like to play. I don't like to play like that. I got issues. We gonna help. Yeah, get your PNT, Sparky. Yes, indeed. Who is Sparky? I want to know who Sparky is. I know that's y'all nickname. Let me know. Okay, she needs boot, hat, coat, hand warmers. Okay. Is that gloves or what other kind of hand warmers? Your daughter needs to carry boots, heavy coat, sweaters, hat, gloves. Do she need some kind of raincoat or insulated raincoat? Let us know. Yeah, warm coat and gloves. So make sure she have her gloves. Okay. Layer clothing so she can peel off in case she gets hot. Okay. Scarf. Okay. Thank y'all, family. I'm going to tell my daughter, most definitely before she leave. Family, Sparky. Oh, Charlton. Sparky H. Who is it? Charlton is Sparky H. Y'all call him Sparky because he was in the ship. Y'all stop picking on my bro. Oh, fam. I don't know what I'm going to do with y'all. I put this live stream together today. Last minute, fam. It was crazy. Sparky, cause me being Navy electrician. Navy electrician mate. Okay. Oh God, y'all. And he ain't sensitive, man. You got y'all be rough. The Navy be rough. My feelings will get hurt. I was stationed in Boston for 2 years. Wow. Anybody ever been to Boston? Let us know. He EMT in Navy. Okay. Yeah, making me cold. Okay. Keep her hat on and gloves. Okay. So when she had them on her, When she getting off, she shouldn't have them in no suitcase. Okay. She going to see one of our college friends that she went to school with. He is sniping. He got thick skin. Okay. He is snipe. He got thick skin. Yeah, I say, yeah, make me cold. Y'all are doing good, family. Man, I gotta let y'all go. I can't hold y'all on here. So we talked about the TERA claims and the PACT Act and toxic exposure, and all of that, and where to go to get it, get contact information with the VA behind it. So, fam, I want to thank y'all. Unless y'all got any final words to say, she could be cute all she want in layers. Yes, indeed. Y'all saw my daughter. Betty, did you get to see my daughter when she came on the live stream? I don't know if you did. Whoever saw my daughter and my niece when they came on the live stream, I'm going to have them up. They came up last Christmas. Not this Christmas, but the Christmas before. Yes, I was in Boston Fleet, got into a fight. Is it any such thing of being in the Navy and not getting in a fight? I got my AC on. Yeah, I got mine on. They like it on, and I get cold, my family. So family, I got my AC on. Ego, that is a snipe. Okay. Well, family, thank y'all. I want to appreciate y'all. I don't want to hold you. We're about to make 3 hours, so I'm going to close out. Thank y'all for being here. We appreciate you for what you've done for us. And we want everybody to have a great night. And until next time. Oh, she going to give me, yes, I did see your daughter and niece. I was laid up after surgery. I remember that. Night all. See y'all on Sunday. See, y'all trying to get me past 3 hours. Okay, I'll try to beat that 3 hours. I ain't going to be able to do it. Night, family from Charlton. Grace says, I thank y'all for the support and everyone have a great weekend. And that's why I try to do things because we have an emotional connection. I want to make sure I don't do anything that hurt or offend you. If I do, I want to apologize. Okay. Jimmy Elmore say good night. Betty Bob say, H-Town, have a beautiful weekend. We got something special here, family. You understand? Like I used to tell the ladies when I was like, it's all about us. One of them called me out on that, and I stopped saying that. That's when I was my immature days. Now, that straightened me out. I don't need but one time. It's all about us, baby. She put that to the test. Betty says, Betty, stay rested and be well. Yes, indeed. Betty says, love, good night, Grace, love, and say, OT say, you have a nice weekend. And I'll be looking forward to y'all email tomorrow, okay? And I want y'all to have a nice night. And until next time, good night.